Okay, we're on. This is a continuation on the places of refuge. As you all know, that Niberu is on its way, and that the governments around the world, they've already have their underground bases prepared for some time now, and so when Niberu makes its pass, they're going to jump into their rabbit holes and leave us on the surface to die. They just needed our tax money to build their underground cities. And anyway, what you see in front of you is, I was given this in the summer of 1988, and it's more of a macro overlay of a large community or a place of refuge. And you're probably looking at about maybe 4 sections of land. And you can see all the different communities around the perimeter of the star points. And it'd make a fantastic city design if there was time, and you wouldn't have the traffic problems like you have today. So what I'm going to do is just more or less just flip through this and put everything together and kind of collated it. It's still not finalized, but I do have everything together, and the last 20 years, 25 years worth of work. And after making that macro overlay, I started doing up smaller scale drawings, and everything doesn't come overnight. Here I'm getting into more of a smaller scale design, and you can see the same layout on this micro format is used like in the macro. Well, this would be the micro, and the other one's the macro layout. And that's one of the secrets, is that the smallest part is to be built the same as the whole, and everything is mathematically subdivided. You actually have your star pattern, actually a star within a star pattern, where you got 6 star points, which would be 6 sectors, and so you know exactly how much area there is in each sector, and each triangle actually divides down, so you could actually go right down to a couple of square feet. Just using numbers, you could actually find any location on the property, and everything's mathematical. So if you got 1/6 of the area perfected, well, you just multiply that 6 ways around, and that's allows you to do several years of work within maybe 3 months if you have the people. I believe I put the roads in here, but I didn't like the roads. Too many roads. Here's one here of the center kind of filled in. So you basically have around your perimeter would make up about 3/4 of the area. And this part in here, that makes up about 1/4 of the area. So it's easy to calculate, and there is kind of a spiritual value set up to this too. That the main body of people, like the people that younger people more or less, they're on the outside and they get to do the work at the land, and then you have management closer toward the center, and like the older people who have already done their years of work. And so there's a communication going in and a communication going out. There's more early drawings. Spent a lot of time drawing. This is another rendering of a micro center. And here you have, like the different utility buildings and all that put in. But each start point is actually, it has 3 communities around it, so each one is independent. So you have actually 6 fully self-reliant communities and surrounding a center hub. These are more or less chronological. Sometimes it takes a lot of paperwork just to come to a final design. And I like laying it out like this, where you lay out your geometric grid lines, and all this here, you can interpret that mathematically. So you can find out any area within this monogram. There is a mathematical formula to figure out the area and the position. And here I went from a single unit. The other ones had trinary units, but this is I went from a single unit to a binary. And this seems that this is going to be the design of choice. It allows you to double the population without having to double the land, right? Now you can see here some of the values here. This little area here is 67,000 square feet, so I think it's around about 100 acres. Yeah, this makes up about 100 acres. And this is more of a sharper rendering. You can see the binary designs here, and they duplicate as they go inward. And this here is more or less the finished design, where the yellow is here. That's your trinary unit here. So this would be like 3 duplexes kind of all tied together into a center. So you'd have your sleeping here, then you would have your common center. And you have that doubled up, so you have a common center on your binary design. This is 196 acres in this one. So the outer perimeter actually, the same design holds true as you go in toward the center. So this is, if this is full scale, this would be 1/3 scale, and this would be 1/9 scale. This is the same pick with the roads, and the roads, you have like a common walkway, more of a fire guard. They don't have to be roads. They could turn them into bushes, so you'd have lots of food. I think that's it for this one. Okay, I'll call her on this one.